Alright guys, welcome back to Seduce Me. And in the last episode, we fought Malix and it was decided that the boys are going to leave us. And it also ended with me crying a little bit. Oh, am I so sorry, whoops guys. Then we will be gone before you wake, miss. Thank you for letting us stay here as long as we did. I could feel the upset emotions of the incubi revertebrate. I can't English today. I'm sorry, guys. Revertebrate in the room, but I couldn't change my mind. I had too much going on in my life to let them stay, no matter how much I wanted them to.
It was a pleasure to have served you, beautiful lady.
Oh, it was hard watching each boy turn away from me for the last time. I stood there waiting for them all to leave the lobby.
I guess this is goodbye. Yeah. Have a good one.
Oh no. I stuck to my guns. I knew I was making the right choice.
Thank you for having us, miss. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Oh my god. Maybe not.
Goodbye.
Oh, bye, Damien. As Damien left, I finally let in air that I was drawing into my body inside. Oh my god. My life would return to normal, well, as normal as it could be. I was smarter and wiser than before. I knew of things beyond humanity now. I had come to learn about the boys and about the existence of the supernatural. I wasn't blind to what was beyond human life. Learning of this made me more open-minded. I'm sorry, I need to take a moment, guys. Okay, I'm back for a moment. I nodded to myself before heading into my room, closing the door and mentally allowing the reality of the situation to sink in. Tomorrow I had school, no devils to kidnap me, and no incubi to wake up with. I went to bed that night accepting and not regretting anything. Or so I had hoped.
You are an interesting creature.
What? Oh, kinky! I'm sorry. I opened my eyes to see a woman staring down at me with a very sly smirk on her face. I opened my mouth to scream not fight, but a hand quickly covered my mouth.
No screaming now. Too early, silly girl.
Oh my god. I could only stare up at the woman above me. I still felt weak, not having the strength to move and play her off. She was very beautiful, but I felt more anger than amazement.
Why do the boys like you? You're unique, yes, but that can't be all that you have going for you.
Interesting. Rage began to consume my core again. This woman, whoever she was making me mad. She must have known, as she let another smirk grow on her face.
Ooh, you're feisty. That could be why.
Okay. Before I could fight her hand in anger, she removed her hand from my lips, standing up and staring down at me from her place next to my bed. I quickly sat up and glowed daggers at the intruder. Who the hell are you, and why are you in my room? The woman began to laugh, making the rage inside me increase. I wanted to punch her, but I waited for her answer.
How silly of me. I forgot that we demons are not well known of in your world. You can call me Diana, little human.
Diana. Sorry, guys. Diana? Demon? You're a demon?
I am, but I'm much more than just an average demon.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Silly girl. I'm a succubus.
Well, 10 out of 10, our girl has officially met both incubi and succubi, both types of sex demons. Oh! I stared at Diana in shock. A succubus, first incubi, now a succubus. Great! I have now met both genders of sex demons. Well, I announced that, so 10 out of 10. Diana crossed her arms under her bosom and looked at my body. And by the way, guys, bosom is breasts.
Well, you are pretty.
Thank you.
But you seem very reckless. Too reckless.
What does that mean? I moved out and stood from the bed, still glaring at Diana. Why are you here?
Well, I came here to clean up what the boys clearly forgot to clean. Men. So sloppy.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I mean erasing your memories, sweetie.
What? No! This woman wasn't serious. While she comes to my room and sprouts this. This was ridiculous. I began to walk towards my door, wanting to leave the room. The boys could get rid of her. I had no mind about dealing with her myself.
The boys are gone, sweetie.
What? I froze in place. What? They were gone already? No way. I turned to Diana, glaring hard at her as she kept her smirk.
Am I? If you want to go see for yourself, you can. But I promise you'll be wasting your time.
I think that said, like, you have to be lying or something like that. I'm so sorry, guys. But I promise you'll be wasting your time. I stared, trying to find any hint she was lying. She had to be. The boys wouldn't just up and leave without resting first. Right? Diana crossed her arms and waited for me to make a choice. I decided to leave her for now. I'd find some hint in this conversation. What do you mean, take my memories?
Well, we demons can't have just anyone knowing about us. You have to completely devote your soul to learning about us. And even then, it's not always guaranteed that you can be granted knowledge of us.
Oh, God. What makes me not deserve to know everything? I was attacked by devils. I found the boys in my house, wounded, and sheltered them. I think I deserve to remember those moments. Diana let out a laugh, running a hand through her hair before looking back at me amused.
You were attacked by a gang and were almost killed. You found 5 homeless men and let them stay in your home. There's nothing special about either of these instances.
Oh no. Yes, there was.
A human like you can't understand the rules. The boys themselves aren't even aware of the rules. They'll learn soon enough.
Oh no. Diana flipped her hair before looking to me with a stern look.
Listen, sweetie. You're not going back to bed or leaving this house with those memories. I'm taking them from you one way or another.
No. I glared, standing my ground. You're not taking my memories. I'm not letting you take them.
And what do you plan to do with them, huh? Tell the press? Gossip to your friends that demons exist? Confess to your parents that you had demon servants and were almost killed by a devil gang?
Now she was making me mad. Did she seriously think I was this stupid? These memories were precious to me, and I wasn't going to let her win over my mind. These memories are important to me. I know that other creatures exist. I know that magic exists. I'm more open-minded now.
Open-minded or gullible?
Well, there's a fine line between open-minded and gullible. What did she mean by that? The point of being open-minded was to open to all thought. How was that anything close to being gullible?
There is nothing to learn from remembering the boys that won't bring trouble. I'm merely saving you from that. There are more than just demons who want to keep their existence a secret. There are many creatures in this world that don't want to be known of, and you remembering a small fragment is not acceptable to them without good reason.
Diana smirked.
If you would have kept the boys, or at least had one of them around, they'd be a little more lenient to listen to your pleas. However, you're about to go into tomorrow without any of them around.
I couldn't believe my ears. They were more than just demons. Other fictional creatures existed. There was a system? What? Diana sighed and snapped her fingers, lifting my body up from the ground with her magic.
Look, I can kill you and no longer waste what little time I have, or I can erase your memories and go on with my life. I have more important things to do above arguing with you.
Look, okay. Nerve in my body quickly quake in fear. On the ground was a large open mouth with sharp, wet teeth leading to an empty black abyss. I could feel the heat from the mouth's breath pant against my floating body. Ah! I looked at Diana, who was looking at me with a stern and almost heartless gaze.
Make a choice, sweetie. Give up your memories or be a demon's snack. I warn you, he's quite the biter.
I was panicking. I was about to die. Again, the boys weren't here to protect me. What was I going to do? I'm not sure what to do, guys. I think I'm gonna give up my memories, guys. I'm sorry if you guys think I made the wrong choice. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Ignore that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that Either way, I will lose my memory somehow. So, I'm gonna give them up. My mind began to wander. Were the memories truly worth my life? I remember the way the boys helped organize the house party and helped me home after Malix disappeared, but then I remembered I'm only human. I wasn't a demon. I wasn't special. The world of magic was too large for me. I already had a world to face without magic being involved. I felt a wave of sadness run through me, replaying the memories of all that happened the past 2 days one last time before speaking up. Fine, take my memories. I couldn't keep them. They were beyond my world. They were beyond what I needed to know. I was never meant to know of them. Diana nodded.
Glad you understand now.
The pit beast below me closed its jaws, vanishing into nothing as I was lowered to the ground. I stood up straight and looked to Diana, resolved. Diana sighed before closing her hand, and my land fleas in her breath, loud enough for me to barely hear. She then opened her eyes and revealed a small purple vial. What's that?
A memory potion. It will remove all of the memories of demons and magic from your mind. With the memories gone, you can live your life as free as you want.
Okay. What about the boys?
I have a spell for them. As soon as you drink that potion, you sign your contract with me, and I will take the boys back to where they belong.
Will they remember me?
I'll make sure they won't. They won't even remember ever thinking about coming to the human world.
Oh no. Why didn't you use it before now? Why do I have to drink it knowingly?
Because demon magic isn't black and white, dear.
Okay.
The one catch is that the potion has to be drunk with full natural consent, so I can't just slip it into your chocolate milk or pour it into your mouth as you sleep. That's the downside of good succubus magic.
Is there bad succubus magic? So I'll be...
A plain, boring human. No potential, no abilities, no memories to even have abilities. You'll be a plain Jane girl in a plain Jane world.
Oh no. I nodded before looking to the vial. My memory in exchange for my humanity. I popped the cork of the vial. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god. Goodbye, magic. Goodbye, demons. Goodbye, strange future. Hello, normalcy. I tilted my head back and chugged the drink down, feeling its magic already starting to work as it reached the inside of my mouth. I felt dizzy and sick, but I sucked down every last drop of the liquid. I felt the memories of the boys fade away. I never met them in my house when I moved in. I never was attacked by Malix or his goons. I never was kidnapped. I never met Diana. As I finished drinking, I felt my body go weak and almost becoming unable to continue standing up. My vision was blurred and fuzzy, and I couldn't help but let my eyes shut. I asked for this. I couldn't have the boys projecting me anymore. I didn't even open my eyes when I finally fell forward into Diana's arms.
It's for your own good, sweetie. Forget about it and be normal.
So she's not just an evil person. She just wants to help us. Okay.
I'm sorry.
She's sorry? Oh my god! Security messages! Ah! Oh my god, I'm sorry about that again. Guys, so sorry. Apparently Diana's too. I felt my mind slowly relax. There were no demons. Oh my god! Again! Okay. There were no demons, no devils, no magic to drive me crazy. Everything was normal. Everything was peaceful. Everything was ordinary. Oh my god! Just the way Diana wanted. Just the way I wanted. Eventually the morning arrived and the sun screamed at me to get up. If it's wrestling it, oh my god! I stretched a little bit. Sorry guys, I clicked the screen again. Whoops. I stretched out and quickly got dressed, getting ready for school. I went over in my mind that what happened over the weekend, suddenly feeling weary. I had moved in Friday night, had a house party Saturday, and joined my day Sunday. Yep, sounds right. I scooped up my bag and headed downstairs to the dining room. The room was empty and I felt hungry. I needed to eat something. I made myself some quick toast and coffee, needing a jump start. I felt drained and I did not want to fall asleep in class. Something bothered me though. My house felt empty, or at least emptier than when I came for some reason. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it slightly bothered me. I finished my food and quickly rushed to the front, waiting for Naomi's car and confident that nothing was going to happen. I avoided talking about what had happened yesterday. I'll be riding with you guys from now on to and from school. As we entered the school, we quickly gathered our things from our lockers and headed our cats. There were no events to my surprise. Naomi and Suzu took their seats around me, Suzu in front of me, Naomi beside me, for the class rang and the class was greeted by our teacher. History wasn't as boring as economics, but I still managed to space out in that class just the same. I decided to keep my eyes in my notebook. I began scribbling random doodles, some which stuck out more to me than others. I somehow managed to doodle a small bear with a heart on its stomach. I cracked a small smile at the image, imagining the heart lighting up on my paper as I pressed the eraser of my pencil on it. I remembered what had happened last week, slowly frowning at the memories of my grandfather. I guess it was still hard to let him go. To lose someone is never easy, but I knew that moping and letting his memory get to me wouldn't be any good. I felt, though, that he was watching over me. As stupid as that may sound, I felt that I was somehow safe. Like I was okay to not focus on school or my future and just live in my own little world. I could be a little girl and draw pictures instead of plan out the rest of my life and be perfectly happy. Sadly, I knew that wasn't realistic. Graduation was slowly coming up, and my mind had wandered into the future once again. What was I going to do? It was hard to think about. At this rate, I just wanted to wing it. No decisions had to be made ahead of time in my little world. No disappointments would come out of whatever I decided to do in my little world. Hell, maybe I could have found a perfect magical love in my little world, and my life would just turn out like a dream. It was sad to think that my world wasn't real, yet my heart still wished that it was. It gently squeezed inside my chest, almost convincing me that magic could be real. My mind knew better. I let out a small sigh, letting my little world hide away in my thoughts as the class bell rang. Naomi and Suzu smiled at me, making me feel a little better. At least I still had my friends. I quickly gathered my things and left to my next class. My life became a blur. I was once again surrounded by people moving faster than myself as I walked through my life in slow motion. I felt that I could stop, and the world would continue moving in high speed. Memories of my childhood were haunting me throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. Soon I let my entire last semester pass me by, and I was on the cusp of graduating. I never felt more nervous about my life. What would happen when I touched the micrometer? Would real life just sweep me away? Would I be left alone and a void of my own doing? It was hard to say. I stared at the graduation forms covering my dining room table, unable to process all the information on them. I'm gonna graduate. My mind settled into, oh shit, whoops. What was I going to do? Where was I going after this was all over? What was in my future? And why did my house feel so empty? I sighed and put my forehead against the wood of the table. My head began to spin, and I needed to stop. Closing my eyes, I counted my heartbeat as it pounded in my head. What broke my concentration was my doorbell ringing. I lifted my head and walked over into the lobby to open the door. Who is it?
It's your father.
Oh my god, what's he doing here? My hand froze on the doorknob. Why was he here? I could practically feel the incoming lecture we were about to have emanating from the cracks in the door. I felt my nervousness take hold of my emotions as I simply stood there staring at the frosted glass on the door at my dad's figure. What is it?
I wanted to talk to you. It's important.
Okay. I opened the door, ushering in. There was no use in denying the inevitable. My father stepped in and looked around the lobby like an investigative health inspector. I couldn't help but press my lips together in irritation. What did you want to talk about?
You've kept the place clean. Good.
Thank you.
I want to talk about your future.
I wanted to talk to you about your future. Okay. Great. What about it? I'm going to graduate and go to college.
That's not what I meant. I meant about you being part of Anderson Family Toys.
Obviously, because that's all you care about. I stared. Was he serious right now? Did he want to add another stretch point in my life? Probably. I felt myself glare out of pure irritation with the topic. What about it?
Do you want to be part of the company?
Was he seriously asking this? Was I kidding? An option? This had to be a test. This couldn't be real. You said I was to be...
I said, do you want to be part of the company?
I felt my mind go blank. Did I want to be part of the company? If this chance was real, this was one chance to do what I wanted without expectation over my head. I wanted to be free. I wanted to fly high and find my own path in life. If that really was the future with the company, I would be taken there on my own choice, not on the command of my father. If my future took me far away, then I wanted that chance to go. No, I don't.
May I ask why?
I want to choose my own future. I don't want to be stuck to expectation. I felt my mind began to fill with ideas of future dreams and goals that I could possibly fulfill with a new freedom. I want to decide what to do with my life. If it's with Anderson Family Toys, then I want my heart to bring me there. My heart tends to fear. Was he going to scold me? Was he going to be happy? What was he going to do? His sigh almost frightened me to death.
You should do what makes you happy.
Oh, what? Did he really? Dad?
I'll admit, I've been harsh on you. I thought that me pushing you would make you confident to take the family company. With you being in this place, though, I was worried that you'd turn out as curious as your grandfather.
Then why did you send me here?
Because I wanted to see what you would do if you weren't constantly under my influence.
My dad placed a hand on my head and rubbed it gently as I stared up in confusion at him.
Looking at you now, I see a grown woman, ready to take on the world. I deeply regret not being the dad I was supposed to be.
Oh, that was cute. Suddenly, I felt my dad pull me into an embrace, bowing his head on my shoulder. I stood wide-eyed over his shoulder, unable to take in what was happening. Was he hugging me for real? Was he seriously in regret?
I should have let you be a kid a little while longer. Now that you're grown up, I can't guide you anymore.
Oh, I began to shake. This was real. This had to be. This was too emotional to be a dream. I gripped onto my dad, making sure my senses weren't lying to me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
My dad pulled back slightly and gently moved a strand of my hair from my face, smiling at me.
I love you, sweetie.
Oh! And then I broke. The world was finally able to freeze completely as I held on my dad and cried into his shoulder. My mind completely empty and filled itself with memories of my dad and me. He used to be kind, he used to care, and something took that dad away from me, and now he was back. Oh. I could feel his love for me as he held me close and let me cry into his shoulder. Oh. He finally said, I love you. Daddy?
My baby girl. I'm so proud of you.
Oh my god. I leaned completely into my dad's embrace as he supported me to stand. I felt like a little girl again, and it was both pathetic and blissful. I didn't care. I was with my dad. My dad gently pulled away and kissed my forehead, letting me hiccup with a small smile.
No matter how old you are, you'll always be my little girl. I may have screwed up your childhood, but let me make it up to you in the future.
Aww. I nodded, wiping my eyes. I could have a dad who didn't see me as an investment, but saw me as a daughter. My heart was jumping in my chest at joy while my mind was filled with happy thoughts. I felt like I could do anything now. My dad rustled my hair a bit before stepping away from me.
Now, I have to take your mom out to dinner. It's been a while since we've gone out, but I think it's time to apologize to her as well.
For what?
For being a burden she had to carry. She's always supported you from the sidelines, but I didn't let her completely be a wife and mother. It's time to make her happy now.
Aww. My dad and I smiled at each other. We understood each other now. I was happy beyond words. My dad left my house, but not completely alone. I knew he would support me now with whatever I wanted to do. I smiled and held my hands to my chest, feeling my heart pulse. I'll be okay.
Yes, you will be.
What the fuck? I quickly turned to the voice to see a woman dressed in a black and gold dress smiling at me. It was as if she peeled out of thin air, and I went into defense mode. Who are you?
Relax, relax. I'm just passing by.
What do you mean? How did you get in here?
You don't need to know that. I only came here to pick up a little something, and then I'll be gone.
What do you mean? What are you? With a snap of the woman's fingers, I could suddenly felt myself get warm. This feeling was familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint how. What was she doing to me? I watched as the woman walked to me and gently lifted my chin to look at my face.
A kiss for the road, sweetie. I had to do a lot of running around, and it's made me need a pick-me-up.
I felt myself nod. What was I doing? The woman smiled and gently lowered her face to kiss me. I felt like I was melting into the kiss, but I knew inside this was beyond wrong. How was she doing this? Why was she doing this? I felt my strength and energy drain from the kiss, and I soon felt my legs slightly wobble in weakness. The woman pulled away and placed a small purple vial in my hand.
Drink up, sweetie. You need it.
I nodded and opened the vial before pouring its contents into my mouth. It was sweet, like fruit, but it wasn't overpowering. I felt my energy return to my body at the last drop that dripped onto my tongue. How?
A gift from me, as a thank you for giving me the strength to finally take what is mine.
What is yours? The one smiled before nodding me, walking around walking around me to the door. As she opened it, I took a step out. She looked back to me.
Praetorium poscunt, corrige augurium, delir memoria, liberaret iam.
Okay. As she closed the door behind her, I suddenly felt my mind go blank to being happy. What had just happened? Oh, right, my dad just left. What? That's not fair! I felt more confident than ever, and I knew that I could take on anything. I rushed over the dining table and looked over the graduation papers with a smart smirk. I can do this. Eventually, my graduation came, and I walked across the school stage and took a hold of my diploma with grace. The rest of the story could almost be passed over. I graduated from school as one of the top 10 students in my class. My family was proud. But what of my future? Well, that was free for me to decide now. No longer would I have to have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help build a family company? Did I want to venture off on my own? Whatever I was going to do, I was going to do it with a smile on my face. I was happy, and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. The next morning, I woke up and took in all that had happened as if it was all a dream. My life seemed to fall perfectly into place. It was almost surreal. I walked over to my balcony window, opened it, stepping onto the patio and staring into the sky. It was beautiful, the wind gently brushing over my face as I took in the smell of the morning. I felt a wave of confidence rush through my body as I stared into the sky. I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. I was confident that I could do anything now. My life was in my hands, and I was strong enough to carry it. I was alone for now, yes, but eventually I knew I would be happy at the end of my journey. I still had 100 battles to face, 1,000 memories to make, and 1,000,000 stories to write. This was just one of these stories, and that was my happily ever after. And my freedom M. Okay, guys, well, it looks like we've reached one ending of Seduce Me. However, with this ending comes so many more. So I'm happy that you guys have chosen me to take you down into this ending, this my freedom. I really hope you guys are quite happy with this. I personally loved this story. This story was the best story that I've ever done. And however, I'm not yet done, guys. I know most of you are just like, what? You're not done yet? Excuse me, you finished the game. Guys, it is a visual novel, and you can input yourself into the story. With this story, I can go on so many different endings, and we still haven't even gotten to some of the good ones. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have loved this video, because I certainly have, and I certainly cannot wait until the next episode. I hope you guys are happy for me, and I hope to see you all in the next video. But this has been the ending, My Freedom. I hope you guys are super happy. You can come and see this. You can, in the next video, we will be going over, another ending. This time a different one that will hopefully make everyone pretty happy. And, yeah, anyway, guys, I hope to see you all in the next video. Kisses, guys. Love to see you again. Toodles!